2 weeks ago, we told you how some minor changes could put you in the major leagues of beautiful smiles. Well, that segment hit a home run. So dentist Steve Marsh is back today to share more tips for hitting a dental double. So
thanks for having me.
Apparently, lots of your patients like the idea that just a little bit of work can really cause a big difference.
You know, it's funny, what surprised me is I heard a lot from my own patients who said, gosh, you had never said that to me, because many times we're focused on emergency treatment or
right.
big redos, if you will. And I also heard from a couple of dentists who said, what did you show? Because I've had patients coming in. So that's gratifying to me that it's helping the community.
People are learning about it. So don't hold back on us here. What's an easy initial approach to brightening smiles?
Well, one of the things we do is reshaping of teeth, and we do that with recontouring. It's very easy. We can do it on upper teeth that have chipped and lower teeth that have chipped. The nice thing about it is that it also, in a sense, strengthens a tooth. If you have a tooth that's fractured, in the same way, if a 2x4 breaks and you have splinters, if you sanded that off, it would reduce the chances of any more fracturing. The same thing happens in teeth, and I have a case or so to show you.
Well,
what
don't
we've
you
done.
have how to reshape them here? You've got some tools,
yeah,
right?
and I will do that. I see some pictures are up, and this is a young woman. Since Mother's Day was last week, we thought we'd focus on women today. This is a very 30-some-year-old woman physician, and she had some very large front teeth, and she wanted me to do some bonding and reshaping. Bonding is another very easy way to do it. So we reshaped those two laterals. Those are the ones on either side of the front. They stuck out. And again, just by some recontouring of those and some bonding and some lower reshaping and bringing those front two in, they didn't seem to dominate the smile.
Yeah, it made a big difference.
Big difference.
And I knew you had brought the tools in so that
well,
it's
in dentistry,
easy,
we call
right?
them instruments, and my staff wrapped them, and they're sterilized, and that's why we use this package. This is a high-speed handpiece, and you know, dentists, people are often worried about pointed instruments. This is not pointed. When we do contouring, it's a reshaping. That's called a football shape, and I'm going to bring up my other handpiece, if I can, and this is a handpiece that has a sandpaper disc. This is called a slow-speed handpiece, and you can see it's very much like sanding that you would have on an emery board, and just those two instruments can make a huge difference in their smiles.
That's excellent. So I think you've got some more pictures that even show some additional types of...
I think pictures demonstrate it in the best way, Lori.
They say 1,000 words, right?
1,000 words, right. So this is a patient who, over the years, had not liked her teeth. Your viewers may remember she actually came with us one time on the show, and Angela had a smile that the teeth had shifted. They had darkened. So what we did first was we actually used some whitening gel. We did zoom whitening and then maintained it, but we still didn't like the shape of her teeth. We also didn't like the contours and the spacing. Again, as we get older, our teeth shift. So she said, what can we do in a very easy way? So after the whitening, we did reshaping, and then we did some porcelain veneers and porcelain crowns. This is obviously a little more than a minor treatment. But again, we started with the minor treatment. We did it at her pace. Interestingly, another woman physician in her 30s, actually there are a lot of women physicians, and as a father of 2 women, I'm thrilled to see that, physicians and dentists. And again, this was Lori just with reshaping. Actually no bonding at all at this stage. She wanted something easy, she wanted it done quickly. So in about 45 minutes we reshaped those lower front teeth. Also reshaped the upper. You can see got rid of those splinters, if you will, on the edges of the teeth. And later on we can come back if she'd like with bonding and that sort of thing. But again, we do it at her pace, the patient's pace. Again, we'll always offer, for example, that orthodontics first. And if they want to do something quickly, and she said as a 30-some physician, she really wanted to be able to go from the office and back to work. So that's what we were able to accomplish.
Perfect. So as you've seen, a little time and attention to your teeth can go a long way to sprucing up your smile. Need a more major makeover? Steve will be back in a couple of weeks to offer additional in-depth options. And to learn more about either approach, give Steve a call. His number's coming up next.
See what Dr. Stephen Marsh can do for your smile by calling 440-461-1003 or visit www.clevelandsmiles.com. Next, encouraging others to feel right at home.